The fire smelled like progress. On May 10, 1933, Nazi students burned 25,000 un-German books in Berlin's Opera Square. Freud's works made them cheer, but one text made them pour extra gasoline. Wilhelm Reich's The Mass Psychology of Fascism required 2 burnings, the first to destroy it, the second to destroy what it revealed. Reich had committed the ultimate crime. He proved morality wasn't about virtue, but control, a biological operating system installed through trauma. His clinic records showed something terrifying. Patients raised under purity culture developed identical muscular armoring to POWs from concentration camps. The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. What we call shame is just the scar tissue of this programming. Virginity, the first blockchain. Reich followed the money trail across millennia. 1800 BCE Assyria. Cuneiform tablets listing bride prices with virginity clauses. Daughters valued 30% less if vessel compromised. Roman Empire. State-licensed obstetresses conducting virginity exams with notarized wax seals, the original NFTs. Victorian England, purity certificates, traded between aristocratic families like stock certificates. 1920s America, first chastity bonds, where banks accepted gynecological exams as loan collateral. The pattern screamed across civilizations. Virginity wasn't sacred, it was asset management. The sealed daughter, a warranty against genetic dilution. The hymen, a tamper-evident seal. This was never about morality, it was about maintaining the ledger. 2025's Digital Inquisition. The ledger has now gone fully algorithmic. Meet VirtueDAO, the Silicon Valley chastity cult that's tokenizing purity. Backed by $47 million from the same VC firms that brought you mindfulness apps, pays teens 0.05 ETH per month to remain celibate until first violation. VirtueGuard ring, titanium band with 0.2 millimeter subcutaneous needles monitoring genital capillary blood flow, marketed as wellness tech. Smart contract penalties. Arousal spikes, freeze your purity badge NFT, automatically revoking. Storm access via campus facial recognition. Scholarship funds held in escrow. Dating app verification integrated with Tinder's new Virtue Check. Leaked Y Combinator memo. Think of it as Uber pool for reproductive assets. The obedience machine Reich once mapped it out in 3 simple stages. But in 2025, those stages have received their firmware update. What was once dogma is now data. What was once morality is now code. Phase 1, shame. The new school uniform isn't fabric, it's metadata. Florida's DecencyAI runs 24/7, baked into every school-issued tablet. It doesn't teach, it detects. Michelangelo's, flagged for arousal adjacency. Human anatomy diagrams, banned. Reclassified as stimulus vectors. Doodles of curves and stick figures, uploaded to machine learning data sets as threat inputs. And here's the kicker. 87% of these so-called violations just exposed shoulders. No sin too small, no image too pixelated. Welcome to the algorithmic panopticon, where puberty is policed like a crime scene. Phase 2, guilt as a service confession got a subscription model. Introducing NoFap Pro Premium, now powered by Affectiva's emotion tracking AI. Your micro expressions analyzed, your eye movements calculated, your lust probability score uploaded in real time to the cloud. Relapse, that's a $9.99 charge to your account. Accountability fee, they call it. Add $4.99 per month for optional live streams of your guilt to church-based support groups. A leaked Slack message reveals 72% of users relapse within 3 days of upgrading to premium. It's not a cure, it's a loop. A business model built on failure. Sin is now a subscription plan. Phase 3, the neurosis economy. When you bottle desire, it doesn't vanish. It mutates. The result? A $300 billion wellness industry feeding off the hunger it manufactures. They sell you back the vitality they first stole. Vitamin stacks for energy, detox teas for clarity, rebranded chains in sparkling jars. And in the shadows, incel violence surging 217% in regions with VirtueDAO partnerships. Because repressed hunger doesn't die, it festers. Meanwhile, DSM-6 prepares its newest diagnosis: bio-spiritual crisis. Treatment, a monthly prescription of Serenity Nano Drops. $400 per vial, manufactured by the same pharma consultants who drafted the suppression protocols. Same hands, same playbook. They profit from both the disease and the delusion of a cure. How to crash the code. Reich died in a federal prison, watching the state burn his books with surgical precision. His last hidden note whispered, "They don't fear sex. They fear what free people build when unchained." So here's your 2025 resistance toolkit. Sensor jamming. A $12 magnetized cocktail ring disrupts VirtueGuard's subdermal needles. Tested, verified, banned in 3 states. Dataset poisoning, flood the AI. Upload Renaissance sculptures labeled NSFW. Mark geometry textbooks as erotica. Corrupt their models from within. Degenerate coin, a decentralized token. Auto airdrops when your purity score falls below 50. Punishment becomes profit. NFT. Your shame. Turn every violation notice into a blockchain artifact. Mint your sins. Make their weapon a trophy. Final message to Gen Z. They want your desires cloud-based, your shame gamified, your flesh converted into an interface with in-app purchases for purity. So when the VirtueGuard buzzes, laugh. So loud it sets off the sensors in the next dorm. When NoFap Pro invoices your guilt, screenshot it. Mint it as a POAP badge. Proof you're still human. And when they label you a system error, don't fix yourself. Become the virus. Because this revolution won't be televised. It'll be tokenized. Your flaws on-chain, uncoded, their datasets laced with chaos, unowned. Your body no longer a line item in someone else's software stack. Final note, every sensor they install is a confession. Every line of code is a prayer to control what terrifies them most. Not your body, not your pleasure, but what you might build when nobody's watching.